on the Wisdom app, and y'all can follow us on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Spreaker, Dizzler, wherever you stream music, podcasts. Find us there. Real World J Podcast. What's the topic, Jesse? What we talking about today?
Man, the topic of the day is unconditional love. And shout out to somebody for the people watching on YouTube Live right now. We really appreciate you for listening. And we're talking about finding unconditional love, finding real unconditional love, because we don't want. And basically, the show we want you to find real unconditional love, but we got the red signs. We got the red sign, the red flags for you, so you won't fall for the wrong person.
There you go.
So you can find unconditional love.
Yes, sir.
So because at the end of the day, when you know what to look for, if you know to look for, you know how to find something.
Exactly. And with that being said, we're going to start this off how we do all of our shows. We got a quote of the day and a song of the day. So, Jesse, what you got for him today?
Because if we talk about unconditional love,
make it make sense.
Let's make it make sense. And in the Bible, it shows unconditional love. Let's listen to unconditional love. Let's go.
Unconditional love. Talking about the stuff that don't wear off. It don't fade. All these crazy days, these crazy nights. Whether you wrong or you right. But I'm still love you. No matter what. With unconditional love. Listen to my truest thoughts, my truest feelings. What my peers doing years beyond drug dealing. How many caskets can we bring before we see it?
Appreciate you for the people that's listening. I really appreciate you. It's gonna be a great show, I promise you. You get things change. It just has to balance. So that can do that. We have welfare issue. I think the fight in the hurt and the room crying because I didn't want to be a burden. Open up my arms to come. I ain't worried about a damn thing. And unconditional love this thing. That's when let your heart can see. Will always be in my heart. But unconditional love this game. Listen to your eyes can see no thing change. The future's to the side of me. You just remember that tomorrow comes out the dark. And you will always be in my heart. But unconditional love. We are back. We are talking about unconditional love. I hope y'all appreciated the song, man. That's a beautiful song. And we're talking about unconditional love. Unconditional love is a real thing, because like I tell people all the time, and this is the quote of the day, and this is what I really believe. I really believe, living, like I really believe this. Living without love is not really living. You just existing.
Dropping jewels early on.
So, that's the quote of the day, you know what I'm saying? And I bring it back from the people in the back and the rear who didn't hear it, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to ring out. That's what we're here for.
Yes, sir.
And so,
trying to teach and trying to learn.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
We could all learn something.
Yeah, absolutely, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, living without love is not really living. You just existing.
Nice.
And that's really
Real
Walking Dead. And I understand how people in your life, who have been in your life, or who in your life. Let's just talk about the people who not in your life anymore, and they made you, like they traumatized you.
Right.
Like they really did, and so they made you who you are, but it doesn't mean that's a good part.
So, for those that don't know, this.
Mark trying to get off mute. With a pause in the show. There you go.
So for those that want to know the difference between unconditional love and conditional love, explain to them the difference.
When you have unconditional love, when you have conditional love for someone, it's never it's like being a chipper giver. You know, like basically giving someone something every single day and not expecting a return. And saying not expecting something in return. That's unconditional love for someone.
Okay, right. So
Imagine somebody want to give you something, just want to give you their love and give you all of them. Just want to give you all of them all day. You know what I'm saying? Every day, give you their best.
right.
Give you their best every single day, and they don't ask you for nothing.
Mm-mm.
You know what they
Just
do?
out of the kindness of their heart.
And the only thing they do to ask you is just love them, respect them, to treat them the same way. That's not. Is that rude? That's not rude. That's not rude to ask somebody.
That's real.
That's real. Exactly.
And sometimes the truth hurts. So I think that's why people mistake it for being rude. Because they don't like to hear the truth.
But my thing is like, and then like just having just like love is like just loving someone is always kind of like being in debt with someone,
Right.
or it's a competition.
Yeah. There's a contingency.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'll do this if you do that.
Yeah, it's a
You know?
competition.
Right.
It's to compete. But you know what I'm saying. When you have unconditional, like when you have unconditional love for someone.
Right. So you said you had a top 10 list today, and it was
a scoreboard.
and it was about the red flags.
Yeah, the red flag. Ladies, I can tell you straight up.
Let them know.
Some of the red flags that you don't even have to go through that bullshit when you know what's going on. When you know what's going on. First thing, ladies, like I don't understand, and y'all make this make sense to me. Why would you date a person who is a deadbeat father? The worst type of quality in a man, or the worst type of that is the epitome of the worst type of quality in a man is abandonment.
Dropping jewels.
And that's who you choose to be with. And that's who you choose. That's who you choose to put your energy in, your time.
Oh
your
no!
effort. And that's who you want to build with.
Don't do it.
And then the worst quality that he has, and that the person has, and
Reconsider.
God's eyes is abandonment. And you think y'all gonna grow, huh?
Oh no! Somebody done told her wrong.
Nah. And then the part I don't understand, and then majority of people, so like a woman can deal with abandoned infant too, like her dad wasn't there,
right.
but she with a guy who abandoned his kids. Make it make sense.
Wow.
Swear to God, I seen it. Make it make sense. Like make it make sense. Like I'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, cause when that call triggers for you, and so you be like, F you.
You know they say hurt people hurt people.
When that call triggers for you,
I think they gravitate towards
like
that
that's a
because
trigger.
that's all they know.
Like I wouldn't talk to a girl. She said, no.
Don't do it. Don't
yeah,
do
I'm about to do it.
Oh,
So for the talk.
Here we go.
Make it make sense. So you gonna talk to a grown woman who got kids, but she don't got her kids.
Oh damn.
My G, what's wrong? My dude, what's wrong with you? Why? So you gonna talk to a girl? She said, "Yeah, I got 3 kids, but I don't got none of them." There's not much I want to talk to. What?
Right. That's a
What?
red flag. That goes for both. That's men and women.
Make it make sense. Men and women. You gonna talk to a dude and he don't know where his kids at? But he always make sure you on time on something.
Right. He don't even. What do you always say? He don't even know the shoes.
If he don't know the shoe size of his son, if you don't know the shoe size of his son,
Walk away.
walk away.
Red flag.
Walk away. Red flag. That's my number one right there. I had to go hard on that because you got to understand that makes no sense. Look at the person next to you. If that person is that person, walk away.
Jayla's shoe size.
2.
There you go. Look at that. Now, was that hard?
Cause I buy the school shoes,
Exactly.
and I buy the school shoes, and the
So there's no excuse to not
I buy
know.
like the special shoes, like her mama buy her like her mama do what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like her mama do everything.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like, man, I want her like, you know what I'm saying?
her right.
Yeah.
Right for-
So like this school year, I bought her 4 pairs of shoes. You know what I'm saying?
There you
because
go.
just because,
Right.
Like, cause she have variety.
Oh,
she
she
got
got-
choice. I just want her to have choice. See,
Every semester, every
that's
6
the diff-
weeks, she walking in.
That's the difference how I grew up and she
Right.
growing up. I didn't have choice.
Right. You had survived.
That one pair of shoes that whatever my mama brought home in that
That's
bag,
what it was.
that's what I wore for school
Had to-
until,
you had to make it work.
until Christmas. And then I got another pair of shoes. And then that lasted me all the way to the school year. That was my life.
Right.
But see, me, I'm like my daughter. I'm like, hell no, she get 4 pair of shoes on the first day of school. So she can do what she want.
Man.
See, that's what you do. That's what you work for.
Right. That's the sacrifice.
That's what you work for. See, that's the blessing. That's the blessing for me. I don't give a damn about the hard work.
Talk
Look
about
what,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Look what they, you know what I'm saying? Look what memory, you know what I'm saying? Look how it made everybody feel.
Look how it paid off.
Look how it made everybody feel.
I agree.
That's priceless, man.
Shit.
That's why I said.
And not everybody can say that, you know. So that, like you said, that's the first red flag.
Rap
Deadbeat
play.
father.
Somebody, my father, man, absentee father. What? So you said he ain't take care of his kids, but you expect him to take care of you. I'm telling you, when time gets tough, he'll leave you too. If you left his kid, you think he won't leave you?
His own flesh and blood.
You know, if he's not flesh and blood, but I understand, but you above that. Oh, okay, never that. Animal instinct, I always do what he do.
Right. Exactly. So, what else
Number
should they be
2.
looking for?
Number two, ladies. Number 2, ladies. If anything that pandemic had even taught you, or has taught anybody,
Right.
or even anybody in life, you shouldn't have this conversation with somebody in 2022,
Uh-oh.
right?
Don't do it to
I'm gonna do it to them. I appreciate you for the 12 listeners that listen.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to
I
everybody tuned in right now.
We appreciate you. Really appreciate you.
Feel free
Somebody,
to,
feel free to comment. You know what I'm saying?
Follow,
follow, like. It is somebody have ID issues.
Oh no, not the driver's license.
If he don't, did you read? If y'all know what's going on, if you don't, if you with somebody who doesn't have a star on his driver's license, walk away.
Walk away. Man.
He gotta have the star on the right corner of his ID. If he doesn't have that, walk away, because he can't go nowhere.
Nowhere.
He can't go where? He can't go nowhere.
Restrictions.
He can't even go to Lubbock.
Restrictions.
He can't even.
Man.
He can't even go to Houston on a plane. Where y'all going?
City limits.
Nowhere.
City limits. Oh,
Nowhere.
Up and down the street. That's
Y'all
it.
going to Funky Town,
And y'all
and
walk
that's it.
And y'all walk taking the bus.
Nope.
Nope.
If he can't take you nowhere, walk away.
There you go.
Because you can go your damn self.
That's right. That's right.
You can go your damn self. You don't need anybody dragging along.
Nah. Dead weight.
2022, he's just my well, I still got issues with my ID. Y'all can't get no apartment. Y'all can't get no car together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't build.
Right.
Because
where y'all going?
Where you going? Because who is he? Nobody know who he is. Because he don't got an ID. And really though, I'm gonna take a book.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a page. And no. I'm gonna take a little scripture from even mother-in-law, like something.
Shout out to the mother-in-law.
Something mother-in-law would say.
Yeah.
She wouldn't talk to a man who didn't have a passport. Cause she'd be like, "Where you going?"
Oh yeah.
I know it.
She need that international. You gotta have the international.
Like, you for real?
You can't. Yeah. You gotta cross borders.
Man, you gotta go. Man, because like you want somebody to
trying to be somewhere
you wanna
tropical.
You want to be cause you want to be with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, like it's no limits.
Heaven on earth.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like why get like you rather date somebody who has no limits or date somebody who just got out of jail. Make that make sense. I don't understand that part.
Right.
Why you want to date somebody with restrictions, or you want to raise somebody who can do, you know what I'm saying, who can do whatever.
Right.
Who can dream.
There you go.
And make that dream reality.
There you go.
When you have restrictions, you can only dream so far.
Right.
Oh!
Ooh. Yeah.
When you have restrictions, you can only dream so far.
Yes, sir.
So why be somebody that has
Major
restrictions?
facts. Number 3, what are we on? Red flags. Ladies.
Man. It is not.
I repeat.
It is not rude to ask someone. And it is the most politeful way that I could say it.
Get your point across.
Point across without being rude.
Right.
And I'm trying to get. And I really thought about this because I don't want to put nobody in a bad place. So that's why I really thought about this. So this makes sense.
Right.
So I hope I did a great job, and I hope y'all agree. My thing is, like, instead of y'all having these conversations on the phone and stuff, and y'all be talking about he and ha and about, you know, like other stuff. What you ask that real question? Ask that real question, like, hey, what's your portfolio looking like? That's a real question.
Right.
And that is a great way to ask someone what your pocket's looking like.
Basically.
Did I not hit it? Did I not hit
Basically.
Basically, that's what I'm asking. Basically, that's what you ask him. What your pocket's looking like.
Without having to straight
Without being rude.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
Yeah,
you can't tell me that's not rude.
Right. Nah, that's right.
Is that not rude?
Right.
That's not rude.
Nah, I wouldn't say. That's real. There's a difference for rude and real.
If you ask him, what's your portfolio looking like? Red flag number 1. If this man said, what is a portfolio? Jesus.
Already.
You don't fuck with your future? Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay. You don't even know what a future is. Mm-hmm. You don't even know what a part of a future is. Because that's part of having a great life. Like, you know, having like living your dreams.
They ain't never dreamed. They've been asleep.
That's red flag number 1. He said, what is a portfolio? Hang up.
Just right off.
Hang up.
Don't even entertain.
Up. I appreciate you for the 15 viewers that are listening to the show. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Shout out to everybody tuned in.
To the Real World J podcast show. I really appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And red flag. Yeah. And another thing, if you say, oh, don't ever talk to a guy to say, or if you say, nah, I don't fuck with that shit. Or I don't mess with that. Oh, you don't fuck with your future?
What? I mean,
What the fuck?
like, why?
What? So you ain't into nothing? You just what? You just go what? You just gonna work it back?
They ain't into building. They ain't into growing.
You just gonna work it
They
back?
ain't into learning.
Because I don't think your paycheck is doing it just repaying back what you're doing. Well, it's just a cycle.
Yeah.
Where's the exit? Where's the exit?
They stuck on the track.
Like I rather if I can work every day, but I can vacation 3 or 4 times after the year, I'm good.
Right.
Can you do that?
I feel you.
For real?
It's like being on the speedway. It's just circles and circles. And
That ain't fun to me. That's why I watch that NASCAR shit.
there ain't no exit.
And there ain't no exit. Run around in circles. That ain't fun. You know what I'm saying? I want to, you know what I mean? I want to go. I want to always reach for the moon.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, you know what I'm saying, if I don't touch it, at least I'm above the stars.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Real World J Podcast Show. Let's go. You know.
And so what are we on? Number 4. Red flag number 4. This is the red flag.
Number 4. Pay attention, man. Pay attention how these guys be walking and talking. You know how they walk. If a man walk up to you dragging his feet, he gonna drag his feet through every situation y'all in. I promise you.
And if he drag his feet, them shoes probably.
I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Why would you talk? You know what I'm saying? And I always, ladies, if a man don't look in your eyes, trust me. If a man don't look, I always talking to you. The first time he meet you, if he not looking nowhere else, if he look nowhere else but your eyes, then that's enough to walk away.
Right.
Because he gonna put his head and the eye down and every hard situation. I promise you that.
Right.
I promise you that. He ain't gonna be a fighter. He ain't gonna do what he needs to do to make it happen. Ain't no dog in him.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? To be successful, you gotta have a dog in you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to hurt people's feelings.
Also, watch how the women in his life.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's number 5.
Yeah.
Number 5.
They kind of go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. Ladies, pay attention how the women treat him in his life. Pay attention how women treat him in his life.
Right.
Pay attention. You know
Break
what I
that
mean?
down.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying break that down.
Yeah, break that down. Like if you know what I'm saying? Like if he the only son, if he got like him and his mama was getting into it. Why you getting into it with your mama? That's your mama. Like trust me, if he got issues with the highest person in his life, he probably gonna have a lot of issues with you.
Right. I mean, his sister, his aunt.
You know what I mean?
Everyone.
Like it's just a trickle down effect. Trust me, he's like you got a problem with your mama and you be with your mama, you with the highest person in your life, and you think that you're acceptable. You think you're acceptable to the bull.
Right.
Remember, that's his mama.
Right.
She take it all.
Mhm.
That's what they right.
As
parents, we take the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right.
Even we see it before we even. Sometimes we sometimes we just go no. Sometimes we just see it and we know it. We like that's what that part is gonna be that.
Drop it, jewels.
That part is gonna be that, and
yeah.
I know that, so I know how to deal with that because that's a little bit of me. So I get that. So you know how to maintain that.
Yeah. And you have like experience.
Yeah. Cause you're gonna go through it because it's you. You're like, damn, I did this, you know.
Very true.
I see it now.
Where we at number 6, the red flags.
Man, number six, man, number 6. We can talk about number 6.
Yeah, remind them about what the title today or the topic today.
The topic today is finding unconditional love.
Right.
Finding unconditional love, but we have the answers so you can find real unconditional love.
Right.
I mean, so we're giving you the notes and giving you the keys so you can find truth unconditional love, and we're giving you the signs so you can find it.
Right. And we're showing you the red flags that you can see before you jump into anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ran too long with that one.
Yeah.
I did. I was trying to. I was thinking about it too much in my head. I was to say it.
No, that's okay.
I'm back.
Yeah.
We're gonna focus, man.
Hell yeah.
Man. So. But number 6 though.
Right, number 6.
Ooh-wee. Effort. Ooh-wee.
Effort.
A man without effort is an idle person. Is an idle man.
True.
It's an idle man.
And what do you say about the idle mind?
Man, idle mind is the devil playground.
Ooh.
But you know what I'm saying?
Dropping
but,
jewels.
No. I appreciate you. Shout out to the 20 viewers on Wisdom. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's Real World J Show, podcast show. With host Jesse Morgan. Full Circle J. Untitled J.
Woo. Twin Desert Eagles.
Like no other. We're host Mark 2.5.
Twice as nice and half the time.
And this is the Real World J podcast show. Let's go. And you can stream us on all major platforms. YouTube, we are streaming on YouTube live right now. Just type in the Real World J podcast show, and you can see us, and you can see what you're looking like. You can see what we're looking like, and so we can all come together.
Right.
And so we also on all major platforms, on Spotify, on Google Map, not Google Maps, but Google Podcast,
Right.
Apple Podcast, and like I said, all major platforms. But here we go. Shout out to y'all, love y'all, appreciate y'all for joining the show. This is a great show. The vibe is great.
Yes, sir.
We great. You know what I'm saying? We do things in a major way. Real World J podcast show. So let's go. Number 6 is.
No, 6 was effort. We're on number 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ain't dig into effort though.
Oh, you said about the idle mind.
Mm-mm.
The devil's playground.
I wasn't finished.
Oh, okay.
I was just plugging in, but I was plugging in to get back in.
Right.
I was plugging this in to get back in.
It's because you said
Oh,
7.
no,
It's because you said 7, so I didn't know you were done with 6.
Oh no, I ain't done with 6. I was just plugging
okay.
I was plugging this in so I can
But
plug
you
back
said
in.
number 7.
My
I didn't
bad.
know.
Let me rewind it back.
Nah,
Number 6 on effort.
Yeah.
Trust me. We're on 24. Appreciate you for 24 for dropping in. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. 24 for dropping in.
Already.
No, I'm going back to number 6. Effort. Trust me. A man without a plan is a dangerous man.
And break that down. Why do you say that?
That's literally falling behind a parked car.
True. Where you going?
Mm-hmm. You following him, and he don't got no plan. He just going with the wind.
Right.
And you too.
No direction.
Whoa, no direction.
Lost.
And y'all just praying, and he just praying somebody find y'all.
Right.
Nah, you just stand up. You walk away.
Walk
away. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You ask somebody what his 5-year plan, his 5-year plan, he said he don't know. Well, shit, I don't be thinking that far. Okay,
Right.
You know what? Hang up.
Right.
Walk away.
Don't answer.
Why are we talking?
Wasting your time.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes we turn a moment, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we turn a moment, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have a moment and we make it more than just a moment, and then it turns to a nightmare. That's how you end up. Just end up just fucking with somebody, and then you end up just keep on, you know what I'm saying, talking to them and being with them and being bullshit. Nah, what it was, and you held on to it. What you should have just walked away like it's supposed to.
Right.
Then it wouldn't turn to a nightmare. Sometimes
I think people get complacent
Yeah.
in relationships, and then it makes them hard for them to just walk away when they know they should.
But that's lazy though.
It is, but it's also fear. The fear of being alone. The fear of how am I going to do it.
You gotta be. No, I tell people all the time. You have to be comfortable being alone.
Right.
You're your own best friend.
There you go.
Why wouldn't you be comfortable? Why wouldn't you be comfortable? You should be comfortable. You're your own best friend.
You're your biggest cheerleader.
You're your biggest cheerleader. Trust me. At the end of the day, we gotta hate ourselves. We gotta love ourselves. We gotta cherish ourselves. And we got, and sometimes we be disgusted with ourselves.
Right.
And we gotta look out, and we still gotta look ourselves in the mirror every day. Why wouldn't you be comfortable with that? Because you know what? That's the person that know all of you is you. So you better and you should get comfortable with you, and that's being alone. But being alone, and that ain't no bullshit saying being alone make you strong. Just to do, because you know what? If you really sit back, because sometimes you gotta sit back from afar so you can see things clear. And when you see and just not
dropping,
you know what I'm saying, and just not somebody. Because if you can see yourself before somebody else see yourself, first of all, it'll make the situation better.
True.
I mean, first of all, I'm just going for whatever. But if you can see yourself, if you correct your wrongs and really mean it, and do it, and conquer it and succeed it.
And you know how you do that, Jesse?
By your motherfucking self.
You have to destroy the ego.
Yep.
Get rid
right
of
about
the
get rid of the ego. Yeah.
That's what doesn't allow you to be yourself.
An
who
ego.
You are.
Exactly. Because ego doesn't have a plan.
Drop it, Jules.
Woo! An ego doesn't have
now.
An ego doesn't have a plan.
No, it don't.
At all.
It just does what
it just does what it does.
And how you react to it, that's on you.
That's on
how
you.
you respond to
but
it.
It's the ego, so it's going to react to the way that it's going to act.
It only know how to do that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to all the viewers watching right now. And Jesse, tell them a little bit about, since it's our first show on this platform.
Oh, yeah.
Let them know a little bit about
the show, right?
Yeah, and like how it doesn't matter if it's one person or as far as who you're trying to reach.
Oh, just I mean, you know, like my name is Jesse Morgan, you know what I'm saying? So, like, this is the show, the Real Words Day podcast show, and so we just, you know what I'm saying, we're here for, you know what I'm saying, for anybody who in need, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, we're here for mental health awareness. It's just not 1 month for us. It's every single month. So, first of all, let's say that, and you know, and we're in the last days of the mental health month.
Right.
But for us, it's every single day,
including
you know
self-improvement.
And we self-improvement. This is what we're doing now. Self-improvement. I'm helping y'all with the red flags. So if you have someone in your life, or somebody approached you who had them red flags, you know not to talk to them because you don't want to go through nothing.
Relationships. Different things we cover, different issues.
Yeah, relationships we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Even through this podcast, that we talked about multiple facts of things about, you know, and everything that we talked about has to deal with mental health, because everything has to do with mental health. People don't realize everything has to deal with mental something, because you know why?
Yeah.
You think about everything.
That's true.
Everything is mental.
Yeah. Everything. Look at you connecting dots out here. Dropping jewels on them.
Just saying what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate, you know what I'm saying? I just appreciate everybody who's listening, because I remember at one time that, got you, sorry. I remember one time that I was like, at one time I felt like I was like all alone in the world, you know what I'm saying? Felt like I had no one, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, I need to do something.
Right.
Because let me just start talking. Let me just start talking and see if, you know what I'm saying, people don't listen and see if I'm crazy. Because this was the last shot before I took the last shot.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and you've been very honest and transparent with that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
With the viewers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean,
it's real.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying? Who was, Jason. Okay, we have a guest on the show on the Real World Day podcast show. I'm sorry I had you waiting if I did. I'm sorry, I didn't know. How you doing? Was you? Uh huh. Uh huh. Right. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. So you was here to. So you was here to run down your resume, and yes, yes, sir. Let's go. No, at first, I mean, you was going back and forth, so I was just making sure where we was going with the conversation. Hmm. Oh my God! Please tell your story. Hmm. Ooh. Right. Hmm. So did you? So do you? So do you think? I mean, did your dad have mental health issues? Only because. What issue did he have?
He got depressed because
Okay.
what happened was he got let go
That's real
from his
big.
job, right? And then he was driving taxi in between some jobs. He was an auditor. He was an auditor after he got his Bachelor of Commerce at the University of New York, right? So he was an auditor in a variety in Chicago, and in Calgary, and in Toronto. So I would be happy and proud he'd fly back and have gifts for us. Yeah, right? But then when he got laid off in a recession, and I won't say that it was racism when he got laid off. However, he ended up drove a taxi, right? Which is good. It's an honest job. He didn't say I went to work at a bank and he drove a taxi, but he wouldn't get enough sleep first of all because he worked so hard. So he worked like 20 hours. I remember one time he worked 20 hours and I was going to quit my paper, my first job when I was like 12. And I said, I told him that I'm going to quit my paper. I don't get paid enough. And he said, how much you get paid? And I said, $25. And he said, for how long? How long will it take you to deliver papers? I said, it takes like 4 hours. And he said, you know how long I was gone? I said, no. He said, 20 hours. I said, yeah, I know you worked too many hours. Right? Because he'd go to work and then sleep 2 hours and go back. And he said, do you know how much I got paid? And I said, no. He said, well, it was a slow day, so we only got 2 runs. Right? And they were $20 each. But I have to give half of it to the taxi company because it's their car. This is after gas. So I said, so Dad, you need to say you worked 20 hours.
And only made like $20. Yep. Yeah. Damn, $1 an hour.
And my dad got paid 20
Fuck.
hours. And my dad had a Bachelor of Commerce in 20 years.
Yeah.
An auditing experience. So those
Wow.
things eventually they wear down on you. Because he's trying to be a provider. They told him he was the one that got the scholarships to Canada. They expect him to send back money. They expect him to become Prime Minister of Canada. He's driving a taxi.
So much pressure.
Yes, a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You don't feel like a man. So when you think money makes the world go round, and this is the key lesson. When you assess your value as how much money you make, it's going to leave you depressed.
I understand. That's true. Very true.
Right? But
Yeah.
you feel like you're nothing. And the American society, even in your language, okay, I hear people still say Elon Musk is worth $100-something billion. Right? And they don't even know this when they don't say his
Right.
worth is that. They say Bill Gates is worth $100-something billion. That is so wrong. And I don't even know if you all notice it. Saying somebody's net worth is $100-something billion, that's fine. But saying that person is worth $100 billion is obscene and offensive.
Because they work. Yep.
Same value of one person.
Yep.
I
Right.
have a heart, and I have one heart still, right? So my heart is, like your heart is white, black, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Arab, Russian, everybody's worth one. So this perversion of language is exactly the problem. People say it on TV and they don't even notice. I've been on clubhouse stages with people that have a net worth of $2 billion. And you should see how people of every race walk over me and ignore me. When
Right.
I'm already retired, that person has not retired yet, and that person is retired because they have to work. So this perception of value as how much money you make is the problem. Okay?
I agree.
Because the thing is, when you start saying you're only worth this, because that's how much money you make, and when you're not, where you have the thing is, almost everybody's gonna get that goal. So my thing is, you better hire.
I feel like I'm priceless, and that's the goal everybody should, and that's the goal everybody should, that's the goal that everybody should try to achieve. When somebody asks me, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I feel like I'm worth 100,000 trillion. You know what I mean? That's something that nobody can afford. I know I wouldn't. I'm just making a point. You put too much on a number. I'm putting a point on the value. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Priceless. Ain't nobody can buy me because ain't nobody built like me because I design myself. And that's what people need to do, to start designing themselves. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because that's art. Because you are art. Because everybody.
If we have more people that hire themselves, whatever it is they do, because I go to the basketball court now because I just retired and I'm at the basketball court right back to play basketball. And
Okay.
I talk to the kids.
Okay.
And I ask them what they want to be in the 10 years because that's a dream decade challenge. And a lot of them, they don't see their value in their intrinsic value. If they can't play basketball or become a member, they don't feel like their gift is valuable. So
Is that the parents doing? They're supposed to teach them value and supposed to teach them work and help them teach them work. So a lot of that is on the parent. Like a lot of self-work comes. A lot of self-work comes from the parents and what the parents give them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? To me, they're just lazy. You know what I'm saying? They're just lazy parenting, really. Because trust me, if you have a kid and your kid and just want to be a star and never think about trying to do something to help save the world, or trying to make an impact in the world, besides on the court, ain't no yeah nothing. No, ain't no yeah nothing. That's facts. That's facts. That is all that. A lot of that has to do with you, cause you ain't teaching nothing. You ain't building with them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't building with them, cause you expect the world to build them, and you expect the world to build them, and you expect them to be something when the world build them, and the world can just give anything. The world just throw them anything. It's the world. Ain't nobody care about. You should care about.
the kids.
Huh?
I'm trying to help the kids that don't have a dad like I did. Because
I come from that. I know that. That's, you know what I'm saying? What you mean? I talk that talk.
That's your story.
That's my story. I know what that is. Because
right, so you're right that it's the lack of parenting, but I still want to help them.
who said that you shouldn't help unfortunate kids? Because that's what it is. Especially kids without a father. You know what I'm saying? A kid without a father on both ends is an unfortunate kid. Mm-hmm. So I was an unfortunate kid to not have a father in my life. You know what I'm saying? But what did I do? I did the total opposite. I just whatever he didn't do, I just did the opposite. Point blank. Easy because I know whatever he didn't do, I know how it made me feel because I was there. Let's not act like I wasn't there. So I told myself I would never make my kid feel that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I felt everything. I felt every single thing. I felt every single thing, but I never said anything. You know what I mean? And my mama didn't say anything. Cause my mama was like this. My mama never said one bad thing about that man. You know why? And I asked my mama why. I said, why you never say? Cause I talk crap about her. Why you don't say nothing? She said, you know what? She told me straight up. She looked me in my eyes and told me, said, I'm not gonna say anything. I will never say anything bad about him because I don't want to. I don't want to come conclude, anything. So whatever you say to him or how you feel, it's all you. And he know that because he know what type of woman I am. I ain't going to say nothing bad about you. So when he come for you, it's all him. You got to eat it. Because every single time, every single time I came for him, he ain't them words that never came out of his mouth. Oh, where'd you hear that from? Or your mama said that? Oh, no, he better not. He know better. He know better.
Yeah. He can't.
I paid attention to you because you wasn't there. What you mean? Make it make sense.
Right.
I know you weren't there because I was paying attention. I got eyes and ears, goddamn.
And he can't blame mom.
Shit. Who you blaming?
The man in the mirror.
What you saying?
Do you feel like you resolved that?
Yeah, I'm free from it, but I can talk about it though. That's why I'm so free about it. That's why I'm so free about it. I can talk about it. You know what I mean? Like anything I ever say is not out of matter. Say anything. That's why I can talk about it. That's the freedom of it. Because I'm free from it. I don't even get mad about it. Because it's a beautiful story. Huh? Yeah, I forgave him. I mean, I prayed. I mean, first of all, prayer. You know what I'm saying? Prayer involved for me. I mean, that's what I do, and that's what I rock. You know, and that's why I wrote with Jesus Christ. So I prayed, and so I listened, and I learned. And but one thing I did, like, cause like for a person, like when you hold a grudge towards a person, that's basically you drinking the poison and expecting them to die. Once I realized that, and once I like,
You realize that because that is basic Christianity. But when did you realize it?
when I was holding, you know what I'm saying, when like, cause you know, cause end of the day, you know when somebody, you know when you holding a grudge towards someone when that other person let it grow. You know that. After that, you just being vindictive, you know what I'm saying, and self-serving. That's on, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta see yourself. At the end of the day, everything has an expiration date. We as people, we have an expiration date. And what you holding on to something for is that you holding on to something, and why hold on to something that is not hitting you in no type of form of way. Something that's so poison, like you hold on to something that has no growth in it. You are basically just like holding on to shit. Why?
Yeah, they're going to poison you. So, what is your dream for the decade? What do you want to be doing 10 years from now?
I want to my legal legacy, because my dream is like my goal is in 10 years for anybody who has my last name will never have to work ever, unless they choose to. Because at the end of the day, I'm giving them choice, and that's my goal, to give anybody with my last name choice.
Why is that your goal?
Why is that my goal?
That they wouldn't have to work? Because
I mean, no. I understand where you're finna go, but you finna misconstrue, and that's why I said choice. That's why I said I give them the choice to do whatever they want to do. That's my goal. That's what I'm working for, to give my family, anybody who has my last name who connected to me, choice. Because life don't give you a lot of choices. A lot of choices when you don't have certain things. When you have certain things, I'm breaking that vicious cycle of my family and not having certain things, so we can't do certain things. That's on me.
Yeah.
Okay, can I take my turn as to what my dream for the decade is, just so you see?
I'm just saying.
He asked you.
I'm just saying. You asked me, and my thing is full circle.
I answered you.
I understand.
I heard you, and now I'm asking you if I can tell you my dream
Go ahead.
for the decade. Okay. So I wrote down my dream for the decade because I bought DreamDecadeChallenge.com in 2010.
See?
And I wrote my first book in 1988 with my dream, and God did that because God gave me the Bible.
I
Your resume.
I understand. You rich though, right?
I'm rich, I'm free.
Exactly.
I'm telling you the difference because
I understand that. I understand I understand the difference because I'm free.
But free doesn't feed my kids. Free doesn't pay the bill. Free doesn't
here
hear
to
it. You know?
information with you. I'm only here to help because I retired. So it's not a difference. I had the dream before I retired. I had the dream when I was broke and I sold my house to pay off the debts. Okay, I had the dream when I had the dream in my first book.
What's your hold on. Real World J Podcast Show.
Yeah.
Hold on. Real World J Podcast Show. Okay, what we doing? Because what's your no Paul. Real World J Podcast Show. Real World J Podcast Show. Let's go. What I'm saying is, Jason,
There you go.
is okay. Tell your story. No. Like this is like this is a straightforward podcast. Like we want to get your story, and like we want to know your story. Like how'd you get there, how you got there, and how you came. Well, I mean, like we don't need like we get it.
We get it. Like, we get it. You're successful.
Retired.
Okay, but understand, but don't, like, huh?
Do you want me to tell you the book that I wrote in grade 5? What part of my story do you want to hear? I'm 45.
Like-
What part of my story do you want me to hear? Do you want to hear?
You said you came on to talk about mental health, like how you using a psych ward and you know what I'm saying, and all that. You said you wanted to talk about that. So talk about that. That's what you said, right? How? You haven't said one thing. You haven't said one story about the psych ward. What story did you? What story? No. What conversation? Real Word J podcast show. What I'm saying is, what story have you brought up during this podcast that was in the psych ward? Let's go. I mean, just go straight forward with it.
Okay, so in 1998, I went to the psych ward because...
Oh, now we want to talk about it now. Okay, but we want to talk. You make my point. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about it. Let's go. Let's talk about. Okay, no. Because you said you were talking about that. You said you were talking about the psych ward stories during the whole time of the podcast. But now, and I asked you to prove a point. I asked you to pinpoint a story during the podcast. Then you were talking about the psych ward. Since you said you were talking about the psych ward, but now you want to bring up 1995. So let's go.
It's the same thing, brother. It took that long. So why are you prejudging my story? It's the same story.
I'm not prejudging. You haven't said a story. How can I prejudge something that you haven't said? I don't think you have done in this podcast is run down a resume.
It's the same as the story.
Okay, so tell us a story about the psych ward, because that's what you said you're gonna tell us. It's 46 listeners in here. That's what you said you're gonna say, so say it.
Come on, Jason.
The book I wrote in 1988.
Okay, in 1988, this was you in the psych ward? Let's go. Give us the clip notes.
Grade 5, and I wrote a book, and it was about a boy named David. It's called David and the Well. I'm not quite sure why you're trying to...
So you wrote this book, and so using the psych. Hold on. So using the psych ward at 5 years old, and you wrote this book. That's what you're saying?
No, the book I wrote in grade 5, and this is people that are down there that have been on Lisa and heard my story. They have already heard me tell the book, and it's also set free to be happy.
Okay, so what? Did I not add? No. Real Estate Podcast Show. Did we? Hold on. I specifically asked. Give me a story. Since you came on the church and said, I want to talk about my times in the psych ward. I said, okay, let's go. I specifically asked you 2 seconds ago to give me a story about the psych ward because you said you want to talk about it. And now you're talking about a book.
5th grade.
In fifth, okay. Oh no. Okay. How's this? What? Okay. But.
If you let me tell you the book I wrote and then how it took me to the psych ward and how we managed to get out and find
So that book that you wrote, you was like when, and it took you to the psych ward.
in grade 5.
And okay, you wrote the book in grade 5.
David and the Well that my grade 5 teacher kept, and I wanted to tell you what it was and how it relates to the fact that I'm living my dream.
Not really. Hell no. That's not the conversation we having.
The same dream, and in 1999,
Story of his
and
teacher.
then 2004 I went back, and in 2011 when I founded my target company, the Pen's Power Club, and you're totally cutting me off, but thank you for really, really being respectful.
No, because you're not making sense.
That's why they diagnosed me, and you're cutting me off. How do you expect me to make sense when you keep cutting me off?
Okay, go for it. Go for it. Go.
Can you give me
Go ahead, Jason.
5 minutes?
Go 5 minutes.
When this thing goes to 30 without interrupting me. Okay. In grade 5, this is 2 years after the Gideons gave me the New Testament in December 1st, 1986, and I still took a picture of that. My family member was running around it, and I wrote it, saying, this is the book of life. I took it from him, I took a picture of it, and I gave it to him back because I didn't want him back. This is my first Bible that has my signature in it, December 1st, 1986, and I put that on my Instagram. So, because that's what I give credit for, God, please. The Gideons in my class in grade 5, 3 months in 1986, when I was...
He said your talk had finished due to a code violation. He started talking about Jesus.
Damn. The podcast went off. He started talking about Jesus, I guess.
He did?
Yeah, he's talking about the Bible and
What
stuff.
did he say?
I don't know. Damn.
I didn't know you couldn't talk about the
I don't know. I didn't know. This is my first time being on with the album. That's the damn. He was full of shit.
But I will say this: you're the bad. You're the bad. Hey, this is the platform.
Yeah.
This is what we needed. I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Yep.
the visual